People were online and they were bringing it, y'all. They were bringing it. They had urged Candace Owens and the white nationalists to enlist in the military to fight Trump's world war. And, I agree. Look, who are the biggest cheerleaders from Trump? These folks. So it's only right that they get on the front line, right? I bet these were some of the ones that went to the U.S. Selective Service website and crashed it out trying to unregister, which I don't even believe there's a such thing that you can even do, ladies and gentlemen. I don't believe there's a such thing of you can go there and unregister. That's bull, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, this came out on News One, January 3rd, 2020. Candace Owens and other white supremacists urged to enlist in the military to fight Trump's world war. I don't care what anybody say, ladies and gentlemen, they are going to retaliate in a big way. It's going to happen. And I don't believe it's going to be that far off. Trump can threaten these people and tell them, oh, no, don't retaliate. You think they are going to comply to Donald Trump? The world is mocking this man. They're not going to listen to him. Come on now. Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. President Donald Trump may have said he authorized an assassination of a foreign official to prevent war. But the popular interpretation of Thursday's drone strike in Iraq is that the killing of Qasem Soleimani, the commander of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps, Quds force, was tantamount to a declaration of war. Exactly. You took out people. And I looked at some of the clippings from his funeral. I mean, it seemed like the whole damn country came out for this man. So they have it set up for 3 days of mourning. I believe today was the third and final day of mourning, ladies and gentlemen. So, and I was out there and I watched all those trolls just act a fool out there in the chat on the live streams that were shown. And when you see the amount of people that was out there, yeah, that man, I tell you what, that man was revered by a lot of people, a lot over in that region. And from what I understand, he was not only popular in Iran, he was popular in Syria, he was popular in Iraq. He had quite a reputation. But while Black Twitter was busy making jokes to deflect from the very real worry that the U.S. will institute a new military draft, the rest of social media app was throwing names out of the president's blindest supporters who champion his every move regardless of consequences. The logic followed that if these apparent patriots, or I call fatriots, who sympathize with white supremacy while denying racism exists, were truly down for Trump's pushing the country into the latest foreign war, then they should go ahead and enlist in the military to help defend their fellow citizens from any impending harm that could result from the attack on Iran's leadership at an airport in Baghdad. Exactly. In fact, some users on Twitter went ahead and nominated several of those fully able-bodied persons, including Candace Owens, who calls herself a patriot and has made no secret of her admiration for Trump and his MAGA agenda. Candace is 30 years old, which means she is eligible to enlist in any of the 5 branches of the military. She has repeatedly said how proud she is to be an American. So why not enlist now when her country is on the brink of world war and needs her and other fully able-bodied persons more than ever? I agree. I agree. So let's see what the list says. Charlie Kirk, 26 years old. Ben Shapiro, 34 years old. Tommy Lauren, 27 years old. Candace Owens, 30 years old. Eric Trump, 35 years old. And Jacob Wall, 22 years old. Fully able-bodied persons. Go ASAP down to the nearest recruitment office to support the president. I think that's a good thing, y'all, especially the people on the list. While we're at it, Owen's entire team has sunken young Black conservatives are probably eligible too. That's right, get them all, round them all up. The Black conservative, yeah, get them all. According to USA.gov, the age limits for the armed forces are as follows: 28 for the Marines, 31 for the Coast Guard, 34 for the Army, and 39 for both Air Force and Army. Notably, Eric Trump, the president's son, is 35 years old, which makes him eligible to enlist in the Air Force and Navy. The president, as many people will recall, was a draft dodger who was diagnosed with bone spurs as a favor by a doctor who was renting property from Trump's father, according to a New York Times report from December of 2018. In fact, the daughter of that doctor came forward and said her father wrote those scripts and wrote the letter for Trump not to have to fight in the war. Remember, he was deferred 5 times and did not fight at all in the Vietnam War. This is why nobody should have been coming down on Muhammad Ali for not going. I don't blame him. He did take a hard hit for that, but he stood firm. According to a New York Times report from December 2018. But will they walk the walk after they've talked the talk for so long? Hell no. Hell no. And that's the thing. They're all talk at the end of the day. The jury is out on Owens, but Jacob Wall, who USA Today once described as a descriptive pro-Trump internet hoaxer, said in June that he would enlist if Trump attacked Iran. Okay, so he put himself out there like that already. Yeah, let's see if he does it. If we go to war with Iran, I will enlist within 10 days, Wall, who once attempted to smear special counsel Robert Mueller with false sexual assault allegations, told the Daily Beast in an Instagram direct message. There was one technicality, though. Wall said he'd consider the United States at war with Iran if Congress authorizes the war or Trump uses a previous military authorization to attack, the Daily Beast reported. In the drone strike on Thursday, Trump circumvented congressional authority and ordered the assassination himself. Now, he claims he did notify Congress on Twitter. Okay, I did not know Twitter was how Congress and the president communicated with each other, but apparently this is what Trump is saying. Y'all, this is a mess. But I have to tell you, I do agree with this list. Looks good to me. Y'all gonna have to tell me what you think about this. Should all of these people that have been Trump's biggest cheerleaders out here and the right age to join the military, should they join? Please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.